one comment that you made, that it was not all planned, it was not all deliberate. You took out linearity, because if you think about it, people would have said, oh, finance, I want to be a vice president finance and then a CFO. And that's basically what it is. And you broke all sorts of rules in terms of linearity, etc. So how did this transition to CEO happen?
Yeah, no, I think, listen, it's interesting. And, in some ways, I feel like blessed. A lot of these opportunities have come my way, and I've taken risk and I've tried to work on making them successful. But the opportunities have come. I mean, as I said, I was not looking to move to private equity. A recruiter called me and I said, well, it's worth taking a risk. The things I do is I take risk and then make that risk worth taking, work on executing this. And I've done this multiple of times in my life. Leaving a job with ITC in India, coming to US with nothing, was a big risk. Leaving a job with Motorola to move to AMD was a risk because that was a more established company. This was a company that needed, had to leave AMD, to come to private equity, which is a totally new sector for me. And then, they are proving yourself. So somehow I become, and I think this goes back to your initial question about what has happened in your childhood. How have you grown and what are those experiences and what are those strengths that you have gained without you realizing that this is who you are, right? So I think some of those experiences from early childhood has allowed me to become who I am today, where you can put me anywhere, I'll figure out a way to navigate it and succeed. So I left a private equity job, which everybody, all my friends said, that's not the right thing to do. You should never do that because
Right.
people try to reach there. And, I had something at a younger age and I left. And then I joined this group, still lived in Boston. And there also the role was, this is another important thing, that the role when I joined was not clear. The intent was there that you will create value, but how you will create value in a leadership role, in a meaningful role, that was absolutely not clear. So after visiting few of these businesses, I made a very small presentation to the chairman of that group and said, this business, there was a business that I ran for, this business should do this, this, this. And if it does this, 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 it will make this type of value creation, which was significantly higher than what the business was doing. So, and this is how the PE guys think. So I was trained in that environment and he got very excited. He said, do you really think this is possible? I said, yeah, I think this is possible. It needs effort, but it is possible. Then he said, why don't you go and run that business? And just like that, he gave me an opportunity. That business was looking for a CEO, so they did not have a CEO. So I now suddenly became a CEO of a US FDA approved drug product manufacturing company with operations in US and India. I had no experience in running a business myself. I've been an advisor, I've been a private equity operating partner, I have been a finance leader, right? But running business needs slightly different skill set. So I had to work very hard, very, very hard, and learn a lot of things. What I was good at, which was helpful, I was good at managing relationship. I was good at people management. I was good at general leadership. But now it comes, the entire responsibility of the company is on you. So it was an interesting journey. I mean, the start of the journey, but we worked very hard. We learned a lot of things. We figured out ways, and it was an amazing story of what happened to that business in a very short period of time. That we actually not only beat the numbers that I proposed to the chairman, but we beat them significantly. And this was a plant that I think there was an initial plan that we should relocate it from there to a different place. And today that's one of the world's largest plant in that space. So it's very interesting, that by working hard, by doing things differently, working with people, you can accomplish a lot. And that's how it all started to get into that business.